Hello and welcome to another update video about ETHBTC. What an absolute mess this chart has become. What an absolute chop or whipsaw, however you want to call it. I still think we are in this C wave to the downside. Yeah, so my view is still sort of unchanged, but it has become an absolute up and down. And I think it would be an amazing one here for a grid bot. I actually just took some profits and I just closed my GMX grid bot. I'm looking for a possible opportunity to start a new grid bot. I think I might actually use ETHBTC because I think even though we can drop further, that would still be my primary view. This can chop much further. Yeah, it can. This is basically sideways range in which we are. Just zooming out, I mean, you can see that basically since since May 21, we've been in this overall sideways range. I mean, amazing for a grid, but even better than Link. Again, I still think we've dropped out of this triangle to the downside. Obviously, a move above the 7.3 cent level would make that absolutely unlikely, but it wouldn't necessarily mean we're already starting the upside, because eventually what should really happen is as soon as we bottom here in this ABC structure, go down a little bit further, sort of into the 0.05, 0.055 region, and I will be able to calculate target in a minute. We should see upside in this C wave, and the C wave is always a 5-wave move, so it should be something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think this will be a bit of a chop as well. By the way, while we're here, let me change the timestamp on the chart. So zooming in, yeah. So I think the short-term trend is still down, but it's an absolute chop here. Now I can never rule out that it's already on its way up, but it's an absolute up and down, crazy. Yeah, how quickly it bounced, and I think it will change again. I think Bitcoin will start to rally again, and then this will start to drop again, and Ethereum will be left behind. But we'll see. But I think from a strategic point of view, I think a grid bot might make sense, at least for me personally, yeah, as I'm looking for another opportunity to reinvest those profits. So how would that, this B wave, obviously it just said it will get very unlikely that this is still particularly, that we are still in a Y wave if we get above that 7.3 cent level. In fact, I can't really, because it would invalidate the pattern. So unless something weird is going on with a flat pattern in wave Y, but an absolute chop that would be. But the ideal target now for that X wave, yeah, we can calculate that by taking the length of the wave W. We go to the high of the X wave and we look for the 1-to-1 ratio, would suggest around here 0.053, yeah, as an ideal one, the 1-to-1 ratio. I mean, in a more extreme case, it would head down to 0.041. But I don't see that. It would also invalidate the previous wave 4 low. I don't see that. Yeah. So eventually, I still expect Bitcoin to outperform Ethereum. That would be the indication. So if we head further down, because I believe the very short-term trend is down, it's just a B wave to the upside here at the moment. So my assumption would be that Ethereum is being outperformed by Bitcoin over the coming weeks. It's just so at the moment just ranging here, but just very volatile. But then afterwards it should go the other way around, and Ethereum should continue to outperform Bitcoin in this C wave to the upside. And ideally, I want to see it. So I think when we get the next significant dip, I'm going to start the grid bot because I want to enter lower in support, and I will highlight that on Telegram and Discord. So if you're not a channel member, you want to know about that. Also learn about how to set up grid bots, because we've got some tutorials. Check out the channel membership. And that's everything I can say at the moment about ETHBTC. It certainly is more stubborn than I thought. Yeah, it looked like a very clear beginning of a downtrend, but it sort of gets a bit choppy. But we'll see. We'll keep watching it. It certainly has not invalidated the higher degree assumption that an Elliott Wave triangle broke here to the downside, but it would do it if we move above 0.0736 roughly. Okay, so I keep watching that for you. It is just indication of what's most likely going to outperform, which of these two coins is going to outperform the other one. And at the moment, it rather looks like this triangle broke down, and we're just doing an ABC here. Yeah, at the moment in the Y wave. All right, that's my update about ETHBTC. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.